What's the crack, guys? Another Funky Gamer here. Gonna show you a nice little iOS game, also for Google, called Card Crawl. I picked this up during the holidays because it's on sale for 99 cents, along with the three other games that this developer made. Those games are Card Thief, Miracle Merchant, and Enyo. You can see here on Google Play they're actually free, but on iOS they're down to $1 each. So they must have different monetization for the games, which that's pretty curious. I wonder what that's like. But I only have an iPhone, so I've been playing this on my iPhone device for the holidays, and I've been having a lot of fun. So I'm going to jump into the gameplay and show you how this game plays. Let's go. Now this game oozes charm. The music and the aesthetics are just so nice. People have been saying in reviews it's like it's kind of like solitaire based, number based. I don't know how to describe this card wise, but it's like kind of basic, playing with numbers. There's my name tag if you want to add me on Game Center, guys. But I'm pretty sure Game Center's closing down. Anyway, gonna move on. There's a lot of modes here, and you unlock these modes the more and more you play. So it definitely has one of those like good game systems where the more you play it, the more you unlock, and not necessarily the more you pay, the more you unlock. Battlefront. So let's go into normal mode here. I will say, when you first start playing this game, it has a great tutorial itself. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes to follow through, and once you get the concept, it's easy enough. But I'll show you guys anyway. So you have your opponent here. He has 50 cards in his hand. The mission is to get him down to 0 cards. The way you do that is he'll start dealing out cards on the top row of cards here, and you need to organize those cards into the bottom row and take it from enemies in order to get rid of all the cards. I'll start doing this. So you got types of cards are potions, and they'll heal your health. You got coins, and that'll give you, so let me just move it, that's potion. Coins will give you currency. That doesn't do anything in the game, but after the game, that currency will help you buy more skills and items. Slime here, that's an enemy, and more coins here. So just to explain, the avatar here, the woman, she has 13. That means she has 13 health points out of 13. If I was to take a hit from a slime, I'd go down to 8 out of 13. And then below that, where you see the 0, that's her currency. So what I want to do here is, if I move the slime onto my avatar, I will take that damage. So this slime has 5. If I drop it on me, I'll take 5 damage. I'm down to 8. That's not too bad, because there's a potion here that says 6. And if I put the potion into either of my hands, I should have explained that. I have 2 hands, and with those 2 hands I can put an item there for me to hold on to, like a sword or a shield, or to use immediately, like coins or a potion. So I'll use a potion here. The potion says 6. That would heal me up to 14, but that doesn't actually work. It just heals me up to full. Once 3 cards are removed from the top row, the dealer will deal 3 more cards, and the game just repeats like that forever until he runs out of cards. And you'd think, oh, that goes on for a while, but it actually goes faster than you think, so it's not too bad. Now, unfortunately here, I have 2 large enemies that I need to take care of, but since I only need to get rid of 3 cards from the top row, I think I might take a hit from one of the enemies and then just pick up the 2 coins. To show you 2 more mechanics in the game, you see the knife here above, just below his mug of beer and above the coin here. This knife icon with the heart and the -5, that will reshuffle the top row, and if you tap that, you'll take 5 damage, but it reshuffles the top row, which if you're in a kind of bad position like me right now, you might try that to get a better deal. It's not, the position I'm in right now isn't too bad, so I'm not going to do it. But it's always good to know if you're in a spot where you're definitely going to die. And then just on the right of the dealer, you see shop. You can just put items into the shop and convert it into currency. Like if you have a sword that says 7 and you drop it in, you'll get 7 currency. However, if you drop a coin in there, all it does is discard it, and it doesn't actually give you any currency. It's more of a donation that goes nowhere, just to kind of clear up the top row. So moving on, I'm going to just directly take a hit from the troll because I have no weapons or no shields. I'll talk about them later. And I'm going to drop my coins into my hand. One more thing to note. My backpack slot here, I can put the coin, well actually if I put the coin in there, it still counts as me taking the money. I think no matter where you put the coin, that'll count as you taking the money. But if I had a sword or a shield or a potion and put it in my backpack, that would keep it in the backpack for the whole game until I want to use it. Also, when you use an item like the coins here, that'll hold in my hand for the same turn, so I can't use any other item on that hand. So you gotta work and not, you know, take up too many hands during the game. So I'm gonna drop these 2 coins into my hands and move on to the next row of cards. Right, here we go. So we have a sword. So I have a sword here. This is actually perfect. You put the sword in your hand before you're able to use it, so you equip it. Now that it's equipped, to use the sword, you drag it onto an enemy that you want to damage, and damaging them will take their attack points from whatever it is, minus whatever the sword power is. So if I put it on the fire lamb here, it'll just straight up kill it. And since the sword was 4 and the enemy was 4, it was like optimum damage. If I had a sword there that was 6 and the enemy was 4, I'd still kill the enemy and that excess attack wouldn't go anywhere. So you want to like use up your sword as much as you can and try and get as much value out of every item you use. So I have this card here that's glowing blue. So these are known as skill cards. And do you remember how I talked about currency earlier in the game? Well, with the currency, you can buy more skills later in the game. You unlock more stuff. And you know what? I only started playing this game, so it might have more, you know, currency might have more stuff to do. So these skills, this one in particular, what you need to do is hold your finger down on the skill to know what it does. This moves a dungeon card back into the deck and replaces it with an ability card. So this will actually work. A dungeon card counts as pretty much everything. So I'm going to put this into my hand, like so. And if I was in a really bad position, I can drag this onto any card on the top row. So I could actually do this to Soul Eater right now, because Soul Eater is a pretty large minion. And I want to wait until I have a good weapon or a shield to deal with Soul Eater. So I'll do that, and I get a skill card back, which is awesome. I'll just show you what Sap does. Sap just puts a dungeon card back into the deck, back into the hand of my enemy. So I'm going to put Sap in my backpack to save for later. Now here's a shield, and let me show you what the shield does. So the shield is kind of the opposite of the sword. What you do is you drag the minion. If I was to drag this minion onto me, I would die because I have 4 health and the goblin has 7 attack. But if I drag the goblin onto the shield, it takes 5 from the shield and then it transfers the rest of the attack onto me. So now I'm down to 2, 13, and I'm looking pretty gaunt. I'm not looking too well, but I gotta say that it's cool that I actually look really bad. Gotta give credit to the illustrator for how good this game looks. So I'm pretty much a skeleton, so if I take an attack even from this little plague here, I'm gonna die, so I need to deal with this situation. Thankfully I have this sap card, and I'm gonna use the sap card on the goblin to get rid of them for now, because I can't deal with this, guys. And then I have, well, you may notice actually here the skill card just gets discarded immediately, so I can still put something down on my right hand. And I'll show you if I put the coin in the backpack, it still counts as taking the coin. So there's a couple of caveats. I'm going to put the shield down here. This is perfect. This is a shield of 2. I'm going to put the plague on the shield. Gets rid of the shield. And I'm going to take the coins. Lash here. Lash is a cool skill card. I'm actually in a really tricky position here. I have 2 enemies that are bound to kill me. And even if I use Lash, so Lash is a technique where if you have a bunch of enemies on the top row, and basically if you use Lash, even if there's 1 enemy, it'll take 3 damage from the enemy. So Lash is at its best when there's a lot of enemies on the top row. You just drag it onto your player and it'll whip. Oh, maybe I calculated that wrong. I think it has a chance to hit up to 3 enemies for 3 damage each. I think that's what the skill is. So right now I'm actually pretty dead. Gonna take my coins, and the thing about it is you can't do anything else here. I have to drag one of these enemies onto me, and I have to die. And that's just the luck of the draw, I guess. I didn't have enough health to reshuffle the top row either. So, just gonna drag him there. Yeah, and I'm dead. If I had 3 health there, I would have been able to survive that turn. But that's just how it goes. I'll play another game just to show you guys. It shows you here your high scores, which is pretty cool, and you can replay. Replay isn't rewatching it, it's simply replaying the game. I'm going to go back and just show you the other modes. I haven't even tried most of the modes here, but I'm excited to check them out. So first of all, with the collection is all the skill cards you unlock, and you'll show the currency that you have currently on the top right is 35. And when you have, you know, 300, I can unlock this, which I don't. I'll have to play a lot of games to get that. And it just gives you new skill cards, and they all have kind of cool abilities. I'm going out here now. And then we have quests. Quests are cool. Quests give the game a really tricky tactic in order to unlock more avatars. So you saw that this is my current avatar. The game is telling me that I have to win 10 games without using ability cards. I find that to be a really difficult challenge, but I really like it though. I really like it. I'm gonna be honest here. I know that the Google version of this game is monetized because it says it has in-app purchases. I don't exactly know what they are because I don't have an Android phone, but I suspect that those in-app purchases are for these avatars. I hope not. I would say that if you had to pay for these avatars $1 each, that's not too bad in terms of usual in-app purchases in games. But I way much prefer to buy the game kind of outright and to earn the avatars. It definitely gives me more of a feeling of, as again I'll reference Battlefield and their note, it gives the players a note of success and motivation, and but it does. The games like this really do. If you had an old game like, I'll reference Time Splitters 2, you know, there's no in-app purchases for those games. If you play those games to death and there's still unlockable stuff, you're still gonna play it, and I love that. I love that aspect. It gives you longevity, it gives you feeling of succession and showing stuff off to your friends. So I'm really down for this. But again, I can actually understand why you'd have in-app purchases. If you have the same game on both platforms and you want to see which monetizes best, and it turns out, let's say you have the same amount of players playing on both platforms and Google makes more money, then you can decipher that it makes more money because of in-app purchases. I can totally see why people don't buy apps outright, because most apps can be crap. So basically what I'm saying is I understand. I'm gonna go off on a rant in a review here, and I won't. I like this game. And trophies. I guess it does a bit of a leaderboard aspect here. Huh. Oh, friends. I am my only friend. People add me, Funk2929 Game Center. And we'll go down to there's Daily Dungeon. I think this is server based. I've never gone into it yet, but it does have to do a bit of loading. Enter your name for the Daily Dungeon high score. I'm not going to do that yet because I'm afraid of... Okay, I don't think I can exit. I'm afraid I'll be jumped into a game and I don't know how to do it. I'm going to say funk. Oh. Is it... Okay, so I'm just playing a dungeon. Okay, I think I'm just playing a regular dungeon, but it's going to count my high score and put it into some sort of high score leaderboard. So let's do it. We got a shield here, and we got 2 high power things here. We got a high power shield and a high power sword. So I'm going to use the sword on this troll. Throw the troll into my shield. Cool. We got a crow. Gonna put the crow into the shield. Gonna put the coin here. Gonna put the coin here. And this is all about like getting the highest score, I believe. Leech is a really cool card. If you use Leech and then just like drag it onto any of the top row cards, it'll give me that much health. So I got a sword here and a fire lamb. Potion here. Gonna move on. Sword. That. Now I need to sell something. I don't think I can. I can't move my shield. Sell this potion because I got a big potion here. Oh my god, 2 soul eaters. Well, this is good. Here's the tactic. I take direct damage from the soul eater. I equip leech, and then I leech off this Soul Eater, which, you know, I leech as much attack or, you know, the strength of that card, so it's 10. So I get 10 health back, and I just take his damage directly again. Now I got a spider here, I got a shield, I got a lot of stuff here. So if I calculate this correctly, I got a shield here for 6, the spider is 8, put it on the shield, I'm down to 1 health. So I'm playing really close here, and I might as well just give myself the potion. Stab, I've never seen stab before. Trigger redraw, it will hit a random dungeon card. Interesting, I don't know what that means. So I got a sword here. I'm probably just gonna hit him. I'm wasting 1 attack, but I'll just do it. I'm gonna sell this potion. I'm gonna put the goblin into this. I'm gonna get a potion. Put the shield. Okay. Gonna sword him. Cool, I can actually, once I use a sword, I can put a shield down, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'll put the sword here. Ooh, Blood Pact. Swap the player's health with a monster card. Oh, that is really cool. That's a cool mechanic. Well, that's self-explanatory. I have 2 really cool skills here, and I have no way to get rid of stuff, really. I have 10 coins here, which I want to use up. I'm going to get rid of these coins, and I have 2 skills, and I need to get rid of one of them. I'm going to get rid of stab. I don't exactly know what it means. Oh, you can also put skill cards up here. It doesn't give you any currency though, it just discards it. Gonna stab him, and then put him here, and then take the 2 coins. Oh, that was a potion. I totally didn't see that. Okay, gonna take damage directly, gonna take the potion, put my coins here. Vanish is okay. It's not great. I'm gonna get rid of it. Vanish just redraws the top row. So I don't know, might have been useful. Take that directly, put that away. Gonna take that directly, gonna heal, gonna coin up, I'll have to take that directly as well. I could just put Blood Pact into my backpack. Oh, ooh. This is a tricky one here. This could have been better, but let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swap my health with the troll, and I'm gonna take damage from the troll. So now I'm down to 1. And uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Shield. Yeah, I'm dead. I don't even get a high score. Or maybe I still did, I don't know. This is my first time doing that mode. I think that's a 1 chance mode. Yeah, that's amazing that if for today they have people that played it and they have up to 100 coins. That's awesome. There's a lot of people playing this game, and they should be. So that's that mode. I guess I only have 1 chance to do that per day. I have to get better at this game to do that. Lastly, I'll just show you constructed. I'm not going to play a game. I'm just going to show you how it's put together. And that is, you pick 5 skill cards, and I believe you just put them in your deck, and then you play a regular game with those cards in mind. And then the last mode is to play the delve mode. You have to unlock all ability cards in your collection, and that'll honestly take a lot of games. That'll take a lot of regular games. I'm currently trying to get all the skill cards, and there's another one here. To visit the deck merchant, you have to win 20 games in any mode, and I am 1 short of that. So I'm excited. I have a lot left to play this game, but I wanted to show you guys what it's like. If you're watching this review shortly after it's uploaded, this game is 99 cents on the iOS App Store, and it's free on Google. I don't know how that works, but I'm curious. I'm excited. Definitely check it out. Tiny Touch Tales. My god, I got that name wrong before. I said Telltale Games is way off. Tiny Touch Tales. Arnold Rauer, hope I'm pronouncing your name right, dude. He's on Twitter at cardcrawl, and just go from there. Great game, guys. Pick it up. Highly recommend it. I hope you enjoyed the review. Leave a comment below. You don't necessarily have to like or subscribe, but if you like reviews about mobile games, then you probably should. Alright, have a good one, guys. Bye bye.